tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Not started yet.
Let's start when I want to.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Season 1, Episode 3 of I Can Do That. We are breaking it down over here. I'm joined by some wonderful co-hosts. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment below. And if you're on iTunes, you can also subscribe. We are on SoundCloud, too. We also have something really exciting going on for you guys right now, which is a survey you can take to tell us what you guys are thinking about the shows. You can go to podcast1.com to take that survey. It's really quick. It will take like less than 3 minutes, and we greatly appreciate it. I'm Nicholas Grava. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Nicholas Grava, and I am joined by the amazing...
Hi guys, I'm Roxy Striar, and you can find me everywhere at Roxy Striar or breaking down on the show. Oh, yeah. Was that good? The dance moves are good?
I'm not gonna lie. It's not.
You guys love me
Out
still,
of my
right?
peripheral. And hello.
Holla! My name is Shaprintace Lynn. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Shaprintace Lynn with 2 N's. Hello. I can do that.
Hi, I'm Elaine from Fashion Lane. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Fashion Lane, L-A-I-N-E.
Awesome. We're really excited to have you guys. Me and Roxy have been holding it down for the first 2 episodes.
I'm so sad the song just went away, though.
No.
But I am happy to have you guys.
Thank you.
I'm sad that you're done dancing too.
There we go. I love when DJ Jesse's in the booth.
Oh, we got DJ Jesse. That's perfect. Wow. So what did you guys think? This is the first time watching with you guys, and I want to hear your first initial thoughts. Since this is such an amazing show, an exciting show, what did you guys think about it?
After I figured out what was going on and how it was going.
Oh, you already did? We're still working on it.
Yeah.
We haven't gone
I'm
yet.
almost there, but I'm not. The stairs are still tricky.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was a fun show. I think it was great. I've seen Sierra. I've been promoting it for months now, and I'm trying to figure out what is that show she's been talking about. And now that I've seen it and I've watched a few first episodes, I'm like, okay, I love it. I totally agree with Roxy, what she said in the last episode, where I feel like I want to be a part of this, and I don't like not being a part of it. Yeah. And the audience voting is, questionable.
But I like this because it really is like vote. Like you said, there was a tie today.
How many people are in this audience?
Yeah.
How do you have a tie? I don't understand.
No, I don't. Yeah.
If you shot it to the viewers, then there'd be no tie.
Exactly.
Just saying.
I thought it was really good. I have my favorite picks, obviously, but I was kind of on the edge of my seat for a little bit of it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I was too.
Cliffhangers.
No, on every episode I'm on the edge of my seat with the show.
Again, because the stakes are just so high. I don't know who's going to be the world's biggest entertainer.
Yeah.
Really.
It's a really stressful title to get.
And that's why it's so awesome, because we get to see them just kind of laughing and joking around. I don't think they care. I just don't think they do. They don't take themselves too seriously. Yes, I think they care in the sense that they want to do a great performance and have a great show, but other than that, they really don't mind if they kind of mess up here and there.
How can you mind?
Because you're going to be the world's greatest.
But that's the beauty of the show, though. That's what I love so much about the show. It's so lighthearted. It's just so fun. And it's just people just acting silly and doing crazy things and doing stuff outside of what their profession is. I think it's
Except for
amazing.
Cheryl.
I
She
feel like
sticks to
it's
the
like-
dancing at this point.
True.
I feel like it's like the summer camp of reality shows, kind of, right?
Okay.
It's like
Interesting.
fun, like not stressful, like whatever, if they win, if they lose, like it doesn't really make a difference.
I could totally see that. But I keep feeling like this is going to be a competition show like Survivor or something, and we're going to have to vote somebody off at some point. So I'm starting to pick my favorites. I'm like, okay, you guys need to be in an alliance, and you need to pick this person. I'm like, all right, chill, Roxy. My mind has been completely wired to feel like that, but on the show, we don't have to feel like that.
Well,
we can love everybody.
This is like one of the only shows that people aren't really voted off or any type of anything.
Because there's 6 people on the show.
Exactly.
If they get voted off, they're like
At the beginning of every show, I'm going 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're all still.
I I think they're best friends now. They kind of seem like that.
I don't know. I think people are starting to get annoyed by some people. Like Nicole, you missed some of the intro.
Oh, what happened?
So while they were practicing shooting Ben Black's guns, Jeff was joking around in a very corny, tacky,
Jeff kind of way.
Yeah, irritating way. And Nicole was like, "Oh, he's not taking anything seriously." So it was kind of like a bit. I felt. Did you guys?
But did you think that was real?
That's
I feel
what
like
I
they were
just
just
don't
trying
know.
to make
Since everything is so serious on this show, I do find myself questioning that.
Yeah.
Really good point. I have to fight every single week to participate in this show because you guys know that I'm running around like a psycho. So I missed that bit, but I swear I saw all of the competitions and I am well knowledgeable and ready to talk about the episode.
All right, so let's break it down to the first thing that we saw, which was Blue Man Group, which I was very excited about.
Because you're an avid goer to you go see Blue Man Group.
Have you guys? Okay, it's weird that you haven't. Have you?
I have never.
Okay, never mind.
I'm sorry, say it again. One more time.
In the sake of time, we're gonna move on to the next. No, I thought. Okay, well. No wonder why Blue Man's struggling.
I love Blue Man though. Just never have gone to actually see them.
Well, if you love them, support them. They are scary. That is
love is a strong
I was scared
word.
of Joe.
Okay. Well,
Wait, what are you afraid of?
They're just really serious.
It's all blue people with their eyes open, not
Joe
speaking.
looked
That's
pretty
weird.
scary. I was scared of Joe.
Yeah.
And Joe is a loving person.
I had a really hard time telling.
That's it.
Oh, are you looking like
You gotta get rid of the smirk though, because they're very serious here, and their eyes.
I can't do it.
You cannot do it.
I am still confused on what you're trying to do. Is that your Joe impression?
That's my Blue Man Group impression.
Oh, not your Joe
That's
impression.
like Joe doing Blue Man Group.
You're being Joe, being Blue Man?
I was just being Blue Man. Okay, so anyways, what did you guys think? I feel like I thought it was a lot better than it was because I'm such a fan.
Okay.
Because right when you walked in, I was trying to sum up. I was like, wow, it was really good. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, oh, did I miss something?
Last week I said that this was going to come in first place because people really just love Blue Man Group in general. I'm really glad it didn't because I didn't think this was the most difficult of everything. You have to be highly entertaining, absolutely. But this is the kind of thing that I used to do in second grade. I would sit in my classroom and be like, how many marshmallows can I shove in my mouth? How many grapes can I put in there? How many Skittles can I put in my belly button? True story, I can fit 3.
Wow.
So, this is what I used to be
More
like.
than I expected.
I got a deep belly button. Anyway, irrelevant a little bit. The point is,
to us, use hashtag deep belly button.
the point is that I felt like this was something that was in a lot of people's wheelhouse.
Right.
So yes, did they do a good job with the task they were given? Absolutely. Did I feel like it was that difficult? And maybe I'm selling it short. I'm sure it's
try
more difficult.
catching 20 marshmallows in your mouth in a row.
I can't do that.
I have to agree though with Roxy. Yeah. I lost my marbles when I first saw it, and it was like, oh, Blue Man, this is going to be amazing.
Right.
And then they started performing, and I'm like,
it's cool.
And then I literally wrote down how hard was it really to catch marshmallows in your mouth, spit on a canvas, and bang on drums.
Okay, but can you fit 20 marshmallows in your mouth?
Thank you.
I'm sure.
I can't
Did you
fit
see him
one.
squishing it? He was squishing it to the side, so I got the technique. So all you gotta do is catch, squish.
All right, next week I'll bring in a bag of marshmallows and we see how you do this because I have some. I don't agree, but whatever. I thought they were good. Honestly, I did think they were
Unbiased
good.
opinion.
They
We thought
were
they were good.
entertaining, and catching things in your mouth is challenging.
Okay, doing paint, spitting out paint, and practicing that so much, I feel like that's hard.
Can we acknowledge how gross this challenge was?
Yeah.
Wait a
Right.
minute. Hold up. Roxy.
I know. I was just going to say this,
on
Jesse.
MTV's The Challenge, I believe we actually did do the marshmallow. How many did you get in your mouth?
I think I was the least. I've got a really small mouth.
You know what? That's an
Okay, haha,
interesting
make your
point that you
jokes.
bring up because you claim to say it's so easy, but now you're saying in your past you weren't able to do it.
Excuse me, I talked about my belly button a little more than I talked about my mouth. I can fit a lot of stuff in my belly button. My mouth is relatively small. So I remember we do MTV The Challenge, Jesse and I do, and we did challenges every week, kind of like we tried to do on this show. But
Actually,
you guys,
in their defense, they did leave something for us to do.
They did. It was just too hard.
Wait, what?
Some kind of drum hula. It was like wear what are those things thing's called?
Hula skirt?
From now on, maybe we'll just take the easiest thing from the episode and we'll apply it for next week. But we did. Jesse and I tried to do the marshmallows in our mouth, and I think I got crushed. So
how many do people get? Honestly, like without training, what is the Jesse? Could you do?
I believe I got 16.
Oh,
now what 16? Size marshmallows are they?
Yeah, that's
they
true.
Come in the
are we talking the mini mellows?
And we did use They were jumbo.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I got like maybe 5 or something.
That's good though.
Okay. That's good.
I didn't know about the smush tactic. I didn't know.
I think the marshmallows did dissolve quicker in his mouth. I think there's some sort of special to like more. I don't know. Maybe.
You think there's special dissolving marshmallows?
The Blue Man Group has their own marshmallows that are. Okay,
they should release this as a brand.
I think you're onto something.
Thank you. I'm liking this side of the table. Y'all seem to have a little thing. No, okay. So now I want to move to the other performance that we saw, which was. This wowed me. I was really taken back from this. Ben Black's Crossbow show.
Yeah.
What do we think?
After watching this, the question is, would you be willing to stand where the apple is if Nicole was shooting? Or underneath where the apple was?
No.
Still no?
Definitely not, because no.
I think I would. I was really impressed. She was spot on. She crushed him. She was way better than Jeff was.
Jeff, right out the gate, was really disappointing with that shot that was not even in the middle ring. And he tried to play it up like...
He saved himself afterwards, though.
He did.
But Nicole, was the performance to me. She killed it.
That split, though.
Yeah.
She killed it.
We're all thinking it. Yeah. That split, though.
Yeah.
Holy... That was planned, yeah. She had. Of course. You need to stretch before you do something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know, because the way that he looked at her was like, haha. How did you just do that? I think she probably intended on going low, getting up, and then shooting. She just shot straight from the ground.
And then from then on, she did splits throughout the rest of the show.
Yeah, that was a little aggressive. That was, we saw it.
I think she feels a little competition with Sierra. They have to split each other out.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know if that's what she's thinking at all, because she just seems like such a free spirit. I don't even know if she notices anything that's going on with Sierra. I don't even know if she realizes who's on the show with her.
On here or no.
And actually, to speak on that, knowing Nicole, that's exactly how she is.
Jesse, you interviewed her for something, correct? She came and talked to you for the beat, maybe?
She came for Black Hollywood Live, and she's amazing girl, sweetest girl, but kind of...
Yeah.
Just in her own world. She don't worry about nothing.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't think in any way she's thinking she's competing with Sierra. I think she's thinking, go you, go me, whatever.
You know what? Power to her. Power to her for that.
Thank you. I figured that.
The second she keeps trying to pitch herself on the show to sing. She tried singing last week. Fans were
That's why you like to Avenue Q.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. No, it's a follow-up to 1 2 Step. Go you, go me. You know?
But did any of you guys think Ben Black looked like Jared Leto?
I could see it.
Jared Leto meets the Hunger Games.
In the rehearsals, I could see that. I could see a little Jared Leto thing going on.
Okay,
I see what you did there.
No, I can see that.
Jared Leto doing the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just a little surprised. I wasn't thinking about that as much, which now I'm thinking about that only. But at the time, I was thinking about how I thought Jeff would totally rock this.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really know what he would rock on this show. He's funny. Yeah. He's really funny. And if we did a stand-up competition, he would win.
I don't even know that he'd win. He's funny
Joe is kind of
75% of the time.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a comedian. He would win. What do you think Alan would win? You think Cheryl would win?
Cheryl would win.
I think Alan would have had a better chance than...
Alan's funny. Yeah. Alan's got more
Joe
charisma.
is really funny. Do you guys not think this?
Okay, I didn't hear one joke from Joe tonight, but
what do you mean?
I don't know if we're talking off the show. I haven't heard it really.
Yes.
You've been a bigger Nick fan than Joe from day one. Let's be honest.
I was hoping it was Nick on the show, but whatever.
I love Joe. I think he's really funny, and I think he's awesome, and I totally feel you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No,
I like this side of the table. We were
See what she did?
I'm gonna just get up here. Y'all can keep doing this.
No, we need to keep
now. Okay, that thanks. So now for the number one act of the night, which listen. Last week I said it. Wait, I want to get their name. Dynamic Diplomats of Double Dutch. Nice.
I really wish you guys were here for this because he was hating on them so hard.
That would explain your reaction when I said, I'm so excited about the Double Dutch. And you were like, oh.
I was just a little taken up. I wasn't expecting. It was like the second thing she said to me after we had met. So I just I didn't know where to really.
I think you were offended that we weren't excited about Blue Man Group. I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
I was excited, but I was also excited for.
Okay, but it's something we see on the playground in kindergarten.
Can
Not
you
like
double
this.
dutch?
Thank you.
I'm not. Okay, it's not about me. This is not about me, and I don't think I can.
He thinks putting marshmallows in your mouth is incredibly difficult, but
Right.
double dutch
Let's
really
go to
easy.
kindergarten and see how many kids are catching
Okay, do that one more time. Yeah, get there.
Yeah.
So they were the number one act of the night, and they I have to say, I was impressed when I saw it. Like, they really were good.
They were better than good. They were incredible,
awesome.
especially when they went in tandem and they are going together, because that takes a lot of practice and you have to
Yes.
sync up.
But didn't
knew it
you
was
notice
coming.
how slow they were going? It was
Yeah.
like duh, duh, duh.
Can I just say from experience?
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, are you an experienced double dutcher?
Not.
Oh, I was gonna say I would love to see.
They're not that experienced.
Experience, I wouldn't use that word.
Experience
But-
at judging things. Yeah,
Yes,
I'm with you.
But I did. I have learned how to double dutch, and I used to be able to learn how to double dutch. It's been years since I've done it, so I can't remember anymore. But it's very difficult, and it is about timing, and you got to make sure when this arm is up that's when you jump in and you start doing the double dutch. So I can say it's very difficult, and having a week to learn the tricks and do what Sierra did, which is basically like a split in the
That was kind of crazy. That was crazy.
That was amazing, and in a week. That's I think going any faster would have been unrealistic.
I can't even be the person who's doing the ropes.
I feel like I'd mess that
I was
up
just gonna say
for
that
everyone.
description made me like, oh, I didn't even think about
Yeah.
the two.
Yeah, the ropes.
Yeah.
How are you
the
even
ropes
doing
are
that?
easy.
Wait, how are your arms
So your
not-
arm goes like this. We have one rope in one hand, one rope in another, and you just turn. You just kind of got to get a rhythm.
Yeah, but that's a workout, right?
It is a
Yeah, no, my
workout.
weakling little arms.
Like, how about if they mess that up? That would suck.
I know, imagine. Although,
Like, you have to rely on other people for that performance.
Yeah, but they're pros.
which is helpful at times. We've seen the other people sort of carry the performance, and
Scooby and Christian.
yes, thank you. And the audience tends to look at it all as the act. So if ever, like, there was a lot of dancing also in this.
I was like, there was more dancing than double dutch.
Which really
true.
revved up the audience. Like, if we were just watching them double dutch,
Well, I think it would have been better.
But in the Blue Moon, there was a whole lot more marshmallow catching than actual drumming on the
because
drums.
that's part of the Blue Man Group.
Is
If you
it?
went to a show.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know they
you
did
get
that.
me all rusty up here. Jeez.
I'm feeling a lot of tension coming from this area towards this side of the table.
1 against 3, and it's not fair. So anyway, we got first place for them, and the other two acts tied.
I don't get
Yeah.
it. I don't understand.
Like, was that tie meaning like there was like a couple like 50 votes different, or like why did they not? There was no way it was 1 to 1. No
no
way.
This is
right?
not
Are you guys, do you guys agree, or do you guys think that they could have actually tied? Legit, like it doesn't seem
Like, why wouldn't they do a
don't think so.
tiebreaker?
right. This
They
isn't-
should have that part of the show.
Absolutely.
They should, yeah.
Absolutely. It's not a rhetorical question. I honestly want to know
We
from
are
you guys.
mid-season. We expect some things.
Yeah, I need answers. I don't understand. First of all, why am I not included in these votes? Because you guys don't do this live. I get that. We've already answered. But second of all, how many members are in this audience? Was it an exact tie? Were you guys just too lazy to recount? Did you not have time to
Yeah.
recount? I highly doubt it's a lazy one.
No.
What do you guys think about the voting system? Are you with it? Are you against
I'm
it?
confused about it, honestly. Like, how do they do it? Is it with a paper? Is it with a phone? I know you guys are talking about this.
Yeah,
They must have something
tablet.
under there. See, like, you know, on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, when they're like, "Let's ask the audience."
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do,
But I
and
feel like
they-
that was even more high tech than this.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, maybe. This is what we thought from the beginning, and maybe we're wrong, but I'm thinking
Doubtful.
it's a scream contest. Like, all right, who do you think wins this? And the audience goes, woo! And
Yeah.
whoever's loudest gets
They
picked.
couldn't tell like who was louder between the two.
You may be right. That's a good explanation. You may
They don't
be
have
right.
time to count anything.
Because it's cheaper. You don't have to buy anything, and you can just and it's easy.
And it's
You
foolproof.
don't have to hire
It is. Well, yeah.
anybody
There's no
to count.
miscalculating sound.
That's very true. I think it's the most accurate way we could get a number for sure.
Yeah.
How loud can you guys be?
And I want to bring up also, since this is such a fun show, there's a lot of like we talked about. There's dancing on the show. There's a lot of things. There is another show that we have, which is Dance Battle America, and this is ABC's newest competition special. Now,
I'm really excited about this.
me
okay?
too.
I love watching families dance at home, and I've been watching them do this. That sounds so weird, but I've been watching them do this because
you're looking through a window. I don't know.
Our very own EP here, Maria Manu, knows she's been doing this for a long time now with Julianne Hough, who's also incredible. And they started this thing, and now you guys at home can join by submitting your dance videos to dancebattleamericacasting.com, and you could win a chance to actually be flown out to LA and compete and do all these crazy fun things. So it's really exciting for you guys at home who have been following Maria and all the things she's been doing. So that's dancebattleamericacasting.com. Make sure you submit your videos there.
When I saw their original videos on Instagram and I was watching them, I was like, this is because it started really organically. Like they were just posting videos battling each other, and then they started getting other people in, Kate Hudson, Amber Riley, and I was like, I want to start breaking it down. I never did. I'm going to. I'm gonna break something down.
You know, I would follow them too.
Oh yeah,
I was like super into it. So I like when I heard this was happening, I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Somebody who is who made many appearances in many videos, our very own DJ Jesse.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Wow, so
now I need to go back and watch those.
And look for him.
Yeah, you're gonna go stalk him. I'll make sure you find them. Absolutely.
Now we need those deleted.
DanceBattleAmericaCasting.com.
Yeah, very exciting. So, what did you guys think of the new acts that we have coming for next week?
Well, Roxy, do you have an opinion on it?
Oh my God! Hold up. Let me just say, she almost blew out my
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
she almost blew out my ears.
Okay.
When we saw the first act, you screamed.
Here's
Go
the
ahead.
deal. Here's the deal. When I picture this, little Roxy, 14 years old, still a Girl Scout, in high school, makes her first trip to New York City with her Girl Scout troop to see Avenue Q. That's a real life story. I really did that. I love Avenue Q.
Wait, I have a question for you because you said Avenue Q was like a little provocative.
It is. There's
you went with your Girl Scout troop.
I did.
Right?
I went. It was a little provocative, but you know, we were in high school. We got to do cool things.
Girl Scouts gone wild.
Yeah,
That's
a little bit. We were in New York. It was fancy. So okay, but this show is awesome.
Lion King. I'm sorry.
No, we're too old for that.
Your troop leader.
My mother. True story. Now you know where I get it from. And by the way, I'm never too old for Lion King. That was an exaggeration. But this show is awesome, and there's different songs. There's some songs about porn and different weird, provocative things that were awesome.
And
it's a puppet show. It like almost could be on Adult Swim or something.
Right.
But this performance wasn't as provocative.
Okay, no.
We're a little family friendly.
It was not provocative.
Okay,
I think they were like hinting at stuff.
like my humps or
Like,
something.
like the songs that they were choosing.
Yeah.
We were like,
It was like go on a date with me. Ooh, no, you didn't.
No, there were songs about like people's butts and stuff.
all about that bass.
Yeah. I couldn't remember what it was called.
These
So
are
I
also
said
like
people's
top
butts.
40 songs, so it was our top 40 provocative. Well, actually, maybe, I don't know. I guess I was underwhelmed by them, but as we've seen in coming weeks or in the past, that it sometimes changes.
You just don't appreciate Broadway.
but
Nicole is doing it right,
and
so
Joe.
I'm sure she'll do a split and do some.
Okay,
you know,
and then we're in. We're invested.
And between Joe and Alan singing whatever their sing off for this part was,
Happy birthday.
I got to tell you, I was swooning a little bit. It was really, really cute.
Who got you? Who
Joe
got you
or
more?
Alan?
What was your?
Oh, they both sounded so good. Joe, you have to expect him to sound like that because it's Joe Jonas. Alan, thank you to I'll get your name next week.
Yeah.
Whoever commented this on our YouTube video that he actually was on American Idol before he was even in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So that's awesome. I guess if I had known that, I would have expected this earlier. But he was incredible, and it kind of came out of left field. I think that I don't know who I would have picked. Who would you guys have picked?
Joe.
You love him.
So we've got to the bottom of this. You're just obsessed with Joe.
I like the Jonas Brothers.
I have no problem with that.
Okay. But do you remember when he was like, I get paid to sing Happy Birthday? See, he's funny. That was a funny line.
That was funny.
Boom.
That was funny.
As long as he was kidding.
Yes.
Thank you, Roxy, for the first time tonight. I'm going to side with you.
You're welcome. Oh gosh, I'm winning his approval.
No, okay, you're right. He's the smart choice, and I thought she was going to pick Alan. Although when he actually stood up and sang Happy Birthday.
He should have just sat down.
Yeah, you probably just leave us with a little teaser.
Yeah.
We didn't need to hear
I was
the whole
into
thing.
it, but then once Joe sang, it's like, non-biased opinion.
Game
Like, it was
over.
so good. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like maybe Joe wanted it a little more than Alan did. It would have been a toss-up, but either one of them could knock it out of the park, I think.
Yeah,
Well, I think it was pre-planned that Joe was going to do it.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, they probably like looked at each other and like he just.
Well, this is the thing. Is there any pre-planning, do you think, to these? That the groups that are matching up together?
Oh, yeah.
The way they're going up the stairs, like one lets the other go. Like.
Nah. Let me just start.
We have a whole to-do about these stairs.
What in the hell is that?
I don't know.
So you can run, but yet people are like, I want it, and then it starts, and they're like,
slow.
I'm gonna just walk and take my time.
Yeah.
All right, we had somebody try to explain this to us on YouTube, and I'm sorry
could
that
read it.
I couldn't get it through my thick skull what was going on. I really can't. The light, I don't know whether the people are following the light or the lights are following the people.
So the stairs light up.
Yeah.
I think the stairs choose the person. That's what happens.
I
No, what do you mean? The lights follow the people.
The people sometimes follow the lights.
That's the only way I can.
What show are y'all watching?
Why you're not running up there? Like you're just gonna like step,
That baffles me.
step, and then Cheryl could come from behind and just shoom and just running.
And sometimes she does. She's little. She'll creep up on you. So I still haven't quite got it, but this is the point that I keep making, and I'm going to keep saying it. I don't care. I don't care what the method
Right,
is.
it's actually not about that at all.
I just
true.
don't even care how they're doing it.
I don't know what it's working.
But it's
actually.
kind of entertaining, like wondering how they do it.
Right. Yeah.
Like it's part of the charm of the show, I guess.
I don't know if the performers know. I think the producers are probably like, you guys have no idea.
How long can we do this for?
6 weeks to be exact.
Exactly.
Exactly. After 6 weeks, people started asking questions, which is why there was no more show.
Bring in a new cast.
Yeah,
Do we
yeah.
think there will be a season 2?
Yes.
I think so. I
will
think it'll be a
lost.
summer reality series,
Yeah,
right?
we need to go back to camp next year.
Yeah,
That's
where
what I'm
else?
saying, right?
Okay.
I like that analogy.
That was a good one.
The second act, what was it? The jam team I have written down?
Yeah,
The jam?
they were-
Like the kung fu.
The jam performance.
Wow.
I
Called that one. I knew Sierra would jump up for that.
Did. You were saying that
I
since
was
the
Sierra.
beginning. Did you
I
say
knew-
she was a gymnast? Or you
She
say
used to be. I think she was a gymnast or either cheerleader. Same thing.
she got all that?
I mean, those dance moves. it
Yeah,
has to
and
be.
and that's just kind of her personality. I feel like she tried, and she could do that stuff. Have you seen her dance? Like,
Yeah.
she can.
Well, like
do
they
that.
said, Sarah's like all sweet and nice, and she gets on the dance floor and she's like, ooh, want to break it down.
But with the backflips and all of that,
I believe she can do it.
Okay, but we've also seen people change their act for once they go up there.
that's true.
Right.
Which is
Wait,
a
what do you
little bit
mean?
not so the
Like
shooting. First of all, the shooting thing.
I thought they were
They
gonna
were
shoot
shooting
at each
at
other.
people,
That was
and now it was pictures. I mean, probably safer, but still underwhelming. Go ahead, Roxy. You have your hand out.
Should I raise it next time?
And Roxy.
There's literally 0% chance that this network would let this show risk two celebrities' lives. One of them would be a murderer, and the other one would
Yes.
be dead if they missed. So it's just like.
Okay, what about
That's
Scooby?
not an exaggeration.
What about Scooby?
What about
They didn't have both of them like up on the platforms like we saw.
Are you talking about if Scooby died? The dog?
I'm not talking about Scooby died. I'm talking about in that act they also toned things down.
Yeah, they did tone
They
it
have
down.
to tone it down for all of them, I think.
Of course they toned it down for that, but I'm saying for this one in particular.
And yes, if Scooby died, that would be devastating. But
It would. I just have a little bit of a dark soul, and I don't know. It would bother me more if no, Scooby dying would be really bad. They would have cut the act. They would have cut the season.
They would have
been
cut
like,
the
let's just
season.
scratch
Yeah.
this.
we would have lost a whole 4 other episodes.
Right. Let's just try to keep any breathing things alive
Yeah.
during this show.
I mean, that is a good ground rule, I guess. Yeah.
So what are they going to cut out of this? The kicking the wood?
I don't think they're gonna do as many flips. Maybe the aerial little.
No, they're gonna have everyone else flip around them.
Yeah, and that too. But I
What
don't
is
think they're gonna do. You know, it's the aerial
Like the
little flip. I'm just going off the legs, and when I see, and it's, you know,
She got you. She got it.
Right.
I didn't really get it.
Just go with it, Roxy.
As you did she actually moved her hand to the beat. We are over here.
Yeah, I'm lost.
Yeah, we
I have a clue.
We missed something. Yeah.
You know what the is in, so I think Sierra could do that. But Alan, who looks pretty fit, I think he could do it.
But
He's
he
a
had
Ninja
tough-
Turtle, so
Yes,
obviously
okay.
he
He
can
was-
do it.
yeah.
Okay,
Raphael.
yes, he was a Ninja Turtle, but also he had a really tough time drumming. You didn't see this in the training. He was like, oh, my left arm is so slow. So maybe he's uncoordinated.
Yeah.
But you don't really have to be coordinated to flip. Just flip.
I'm sorry, what?
Just
Can you flip?
Flip, yes.
All right.
Oh, girl.
Wait, really?
You can do it all. You should be on the show.
Yeah,
I know.
you really
You can
should.
do the marshmallows. She'll do the flip.
I can't do the marshmallows. That's the whole point.
belly button.
With her
Skittles
belly
and a
button.
belly
Catch
button.
it.
I bet I could put a whole marshmallow in my belly button. That's true. Anyway,
Never wondered.
you guys weren't thinking that at home? No,
No, it wasn't.
All right,
Then,
whatever.
all right, so Sierra and Alan, we'll see with them. Then-
Wait, can I say one more thing about
Yeah,
Alan? Because you
please
just
do.
mentioned Raphael. Why can't Jeff say Raphael? Every time he was trying to say it, he was like, I love Raphael.
Yeah,
or something.
did?
Yeah, he just kept
I
butchering
thought I
it.
was the only one who thought that.
I don't know what he kept saying, but I was like, Jeff, get there, honey. You gotta be good at something. He might be my.
whoa,
I know.
whoa.
That was harsh. That was harsh, especially because I think he might be my favorite person on the
is.
show.
Yeah.
I love him because
I thought
he's.
Cheryl was.
I have different feelings. I love him because he's self-deprecative, and I totally get that humor, and I think he's awesome. But like, pronounce the character's name right.
Maybe he has.
Yeah.
Maybe he's afraid.
Maybe he's a little dyslexic, you know?
Hey.
What is he afraid of? What? You guys just fired shots at him. What?
No one's backing
We
him
stick up
on
for our
this.
favorites. Clearly, others don't.
Yeah.
I just don't even know what him being afraid of
Mispronouncing it.
He's afraid of mispronouncing it, so he mispronounces it?
Oh, I thought you just said he didn't say it.
No, he said it. He
just
butchered
mumbles
it.
it?
Weird.
No, he just pronounces it incorrectly. He's
Maybe
like,
he doesn't know that
Poor
name.
guy. Poor guy doesn't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's making a joke that's not funny.
I'll text him later and correct him. Don't worry.
Yeah.
The last, which I don't even want to try to pronounce their actual name, the
It was Pelobulus.
It was a what the hell is that act?
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna just stay silent. I want to hear what you guys, because I don't want to be negative.
I'm not sure what it is, so I can't really give
I don't have anything nice to say, so I'm just not going to say anything about
Okay.
that pillow.
Here's the nice thing.
Go ahead.
I didn't hate it because it didn't offend me. It looked pretty. There must be
didn't
something difficult
even.
about it.
Hold on.
Wait, what is
You really
it?
thought that looked pretty?
I thought that
In all seriousness.
I thought it looked pretty. It was like watching an ocean wave crash towards the shore.
Crash is a good, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great analogy right
Definitely
there.
crash.
That's
Except
what it
I'd
felt
actually like to watch an ocean wave crash the floor and I don't.
Pelobulus.
It just feels like the other act stepped out and had to fill it in maybe last minute. What were I really just don't even know. I can't even say because I don't even know what the act was. They were moving their bodies in somewhat symmetrical ways, but then not symmetrical at times.
I think it was supposed to look like they were flying in outer space, maybe.
When he was like pushing the girl's
Yeah,
leg, and I was like, dude, it doesn't look like it looks like you're trying to do exactly what
Yeah.
you're doing.
What was the video
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
component?
Like the going in and out of under the table thing. Was that like the talent?
This seems
The
more
video was supposed to
provocative than
make it
Avenue
look-
Q.
That is true.
You just took
That is
so
true.
long to
That's true.
process.
Because then they all
Super
like.
offended right now.
I'm really offended by that.
Avenue Q was not in this scenario. It wasn't.
It was.
Maybe it's 'cause
Especially
it's
when they
network
kind of
TV.
like all mounted on the
They
girl.
just looked
It
like
was-
bad ventriloquists.
Yeah.
What was provocative about this? I mean, I guess the costumes
were
are tight.
in tight suits, hugging and bumping
Gyrating
and grinding
on each other,
You put a
and
different
it was-
song in the background, and that is like a
whole nother.
Wait, I feel like I was watching something different than you guys. Really gyrating on each other. I just felt like they
First
were
of all,
like, wait.
The first position I thought was when there was somebody, girl or guy, laying flat
was
on
a
the
girl,
ground,
the
and then
only
like
girl.
6 guys like got on top and like picked her up, and she like molded to the bot. I'm not even making this up.
I think they were watching a separate
You're not.
episode than us.
You don't remember this?
It was
I
kind
was
of
confused.
It was kind of pretty. Okay, it was kind of
It was
pretty.
a little bit of like a contemporary dance kind of thing.
Right. You
But
maybe
not.
you're just a little more lowbrow than I am, and you don't appreciate the art.
That
so
must be it.
That must. It's the only reasonable
Yeah.
solution.
We'll see next
Yeah.
week.
While it was visually stimulating, I do feel like any one of us could do that.
Well, and they have Jeff and Cheryl.
Yeah.
So
Jeff needs a victory, so let's hope he can do.
Has he not won yet?
No, Sierra's in last
Where's he
place.
trailing?
He's
that-
6, I think.
All right, it goes Sierra,
Cheryl,
and Jeff,
Alan, 3-way tie, and then somebody.
and then Jeff, and then Nicole, and then Joe, and then Sierra.
So he's in the mid. Oh, they're all tied though.
Yeah, there's like 5, 6, 6, 7.
Yeah.
You just did.
I just wrote letters.
First initials, huh?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then
we go by
there's
initial
Jeff, and then there's J for Joe. So it was hard. My notes are.
Oh, you forgot to. Guys, she wrote one quote
wait, no, I
down.
wrote two. I wrote two.
Share with them.
My 2 favorite
wrote
quotes
it
of the
down.
episode were when Jeff called Marlon Ryan Seacrest. That was really funny. And then the other one is when Marlon said, "You swallowed Usher." That was good.
That was good.
That was really good.
Oh, and we finally found out what happened to Marlon's hand. He tried to do the martial arts.
Oh, that was real. I didn't know
I don't
that was
think
a
that
joke.
was. No, I think that was a joke.
I couldn't tell.
That was a large cast, though, so I was wondering maybe.
He could have.
I wanted him to address it. I wanted him to say, "This is what happened," so I could stop thinking about
He
it.
said, I'm going to toss it to our fashion guru on the panel. And what did he say about it in the beginning? He said it was.
He said it was part of his mic. Or what?
I thought he said it was in style. This is the new trend.
the new
Oh,
thing.
is that what he said?
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
He said all the brothers are wearing this now.
You're trendy. Let us know.
Yeah, is that
Yeah.
the new thing?
Well, I liked the color of the cast. It was in a white, you know,
Okay.
it was like a little gray metallic.
But it could use some accessories on top.
Yeah, like you could have bejeweled it or something, right?
The bejeweled.
Yeah,
You didn't think. Okay. Well,
see.
let's go with predictions for next week. As we know, Roxy's are always right.
No.
I know that was sarcasm.
Genius.
Really? You haven't got.
know,
Neither of us have
you know.
gotten any of it right.
I got last week what I wanted it to be was correct.
What did you want it to be?
Well, I didn't say there was going to be a tie because who frickin' knew there could be a tie. But I said that I did say that I wanted the dynamic diplomats of Double Dutch to win. And he was like, they will never win.
I don't think I sound like that,
Wait.
but I did say that.
Why didn't you think they would win?
Because he thought that it was a
Because
little.
I thought it was for kindergartners
yeah.
and only them. Sorry, guys.
See what happens
Sorry, guys.
when you
I let you
underestimate
down,
Double
I'm
Dutch. What do you guys think for second and third for this week? For next week?
I think martial arts and Avenue Q will tie for first place since we tie a lot. And then the pillow, whatever. It's
Pillow bliss.
I think everyone's going to be confused about the pillows.
Yeah.
it's definitely last.
Oh, we're abbreviating them to just the pillows now?
Yeah,
I could see that.
I think Avenue Q is going to win because they're both singers, so it's going to be good naturally, and I think they're going to make it funny.
You do?
Yeah.
Nicole did say that she had some thoughts already.
Oh, she
about
did.
the thing. Or
Can
maybe
I
she was just saying
contribute?
thoughts on dinner. I don't know if what it was that they were correlating to, but it could have been.
I was thinking that too.
What?
You can't contribute to this. She was like, "Oh, I already have some great thoughts and
Yeah.
ideas."
They're
Like,
no,
girl,
this is the song you're singing, and this is the actor
Yeah, that's
doing.
true.
you're trying to mimic it.
Yeah.
You don't have your own ideas.
But they're probably going to do a provocative song, I feel.
Very provocative.
If that's really how it goes, as you say it does.
Who do you think's coming in last?
The pillows.
Oh, the pillows. You think the pillows too?
Right.
Definitely.
I agree with the pillows coming in last. I think the jam performance is going to come in first, and Avenue Q will come in second. Not that Avenue Q isn't great. Just saying what I think
Surprised
that
that you
this
put them in
audience
second
will
after
pick.
you almost blew my eardrum out for it.
Well, am I in the audience? Do I get to vote? No.
So these are your want. Wait, is this your want or this is
No,
your?
this
you
is what I
think?
think is
You
going to
think
happen.
this is how the audience
I'm the same with
Right.
you. Yeah, I think number one is going to be the jitsu thing, and then Avenue Q, and then
the jam
Kid Look.
performance.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
They're really good. All right. Let y'all have your moment, and let's tell. Where can everybody find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Fashion Lane, and on my blog fashionlane.com.
Definitely.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Shaprintace Lynn with 2 N's. Holla!
You guys can find me everywhere at Roxy Striar.
And you guys, and you guys can find me at Nicholas Grava. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions,